Welcome to the Modern Direct Seller Podcast, where we talk about strategy, training, and systems to help you reach big goals and find success in direct sales. I'm your host, Becky Launder, a San Diego mama, marketing junkie, and sales strategist that has built several six-figure businesses and is on a mission to share the new modern ways to rock your biz. If you're a go-getter direct seller and looking for actionable strategies, you are in the right place. This is for you. Hey everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I am thrilled you are here with us today. I have a short and snappy episode planned for you. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about some emerging trends that we're seeing in the direct selling space here in 2024. I know many of you are familiar with these trends, or you've heard me talking about them in previous episodes or even late last year, but I figure it would be a good time just to reiterate some of the things that we're seeing in the industry, some of the shifts that are taking place, and how you can keep your business more relevant than ever. So that is our plan for today. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty short episode, but we're covering a lot of ground. So let's go ahead and get started with the first trend that we're seeing a lot of, and that is really around more public posting. So what I mean by that is in the social media space over the years, direct sellers have gravitated to sharing most of their content inside a private, closed Facebook group. And what we're seeing is the need to expand beyond the group. Of course, if we're only posting in the group, the people that are only seeing that content are in the Facebook group. So we're beginning to see direct sellers really shift and begin to be a bit more public with their posting, whether that is on their personal public page or on their business page. And it's really interesting. Even companies have crafted policies around groups and what can be shared privately versus what can be shared publicly. And in this day and age, I think we're going to see a lot of movement more towards those public posts to get that organic visibility. I would say that groups have been trending downward in terms of visibility for the last 3, 6, maybe even 9 months or so. But what's really picked up steam is the transition of a personal profile to a professional profile or a business page. So we're really kind of seeing people get out of their comfort zone, sharing more about their business, sharing more of their story, sharing more about the opportunity outward more publicly to attract others in and share information, not just with those that, shop with them all the time, but people that might be curious and want to learn more. So as you're thinking about your social media strategy here this year, I would definitely think about leaning into those public profiles a bit more over on Facebook. And then of course, if you're on Instagram, make sure your profile is public there as well. You want that discoverability. You want people to be able to find you, learn about you, follow you. So don't be shy about putting a bit more out there on social. Of course, we want a healthy mix, right? We don't want to just post product or just business or just opportunity. We want to use engagement posts to draw people in, to connect, to share more about the personal brand that you're building. And doing that a bit more publicly than we ever have can feel a little bit scary at times, but it definitely is a step outside of the comfort zone that needs to happen this year in order to bring in new customers and gain some traction and visibility in your business. So theme number 1, think about getting out there, sharing a bit more public if you have not been doing that already. All right, number 2, we are seeing a lot more permission-based marketing. And this theme actually makes me very happy and very proud. The days of the hey girl messages seem to be in the past. I don't know about you, but it's been a while since I've got a cold, spammy, icky message Typically, we're seeing a lot more permission-based marketing and a lot less word vomiting and a lot more asking if someone would like more information before assuming that they do. So how that is playing out are messages where you're saying, hey, have you seen the latest catalog? Or, oh, we have this amazing new product that launched. Can I send you more information? Or, hey, we have an event coming up on Tuesday. Can I send you an invite? And really engaging in more of a dialogue and a conversation with people versus just broadcasting and blasting information at them in a way that feels really inauthentic and icky and salesy and spammy. So I feel like we've made some really good movement in that direction over the last couple of years, away from those copy paste icky messages. I mean, I used to get like one a day. I don't know about you guys, but I used to be just completely flooded with mass invites or party invites, and it was just icky. It didn't feel good. So that permission-based marketing and asking before just dropping a lot of information on people feels so much more genuine, and we're seeing some really great results by that. So if you're out there thinking about how you can better serve your customers, flipping sentences into questions and being curious is a really great way to build that relationship on the front end and give people information when they raise their hand and say, yeah, send me more. I'd love an invite. Tell me more about what you have going on, versus just dropping it straight into their DMs. All right, the third trend we're seeing might be a little bit of the good, the bad, the ugly of 2024 here. We are definitely seeing a lot more casual selling happening. So if you are a leader listening to this episode, you might feel a little heartbroken over this right now, because I know that it is a challenge when your team is not highly engaged and your team is not building. It seems like we're seeing a trend of, hey, I just kind of want to share with my friends and family. I just want to earn a couple $100 extra a month. I just. So there's definitely people out there that want to build a full-fledged business, but we're also seeing a lot of people that are looking to build a personal brand and represent product lines that they love, which might not just be one product line. So we're seeing companies adjusting their messaging and even what they're calling all of you, right? It's not necessarily a consultant. We're seeing more affiliates, more ambassadors, some different verbiage to open up the possibilities of people still joining and still being part of the team, but having the opportunity to represent multiple brands and be a little bit more casual in their approach. Now, what I think the good of this is that people are looking for extra income. Side gigs, the gig economy, it is alive and happening. So the good news is people are still saying yes to the opportunity. And when they say yes, it's easy to get hooked in, right? Most companies have incredible rewards for their first 3 months in business. So bringing people into the business, setting them up for success, gives them that glimmer of possibility for more. So if you're a leader listening to this, I just want to encourage you to keep building, keep growing, keep adding people to your team, and keep the possibilities open for them. Even if they're representing multiple brands, even if they say straight up, hey, I'm a casual seller, I'm a hobbyist, I'm just looking for a discount, I'm just going to hook up my friends and family, keep that door open for more, because you never know when someone's situation changes, when someone catches the bug and gets excited about everything direct sales related and then decides to step into leadership. And those go-getters that join your team, they're going to do this naturally. They're going to see the success. They're going to see the possibilities. And that's when they're going to double down and really dive into your business on a deeper level. So if you're feeling like your team is less than engaged, or you're feeling like you haven't had a business builder join your team for a while, know that that's kind of a trend we're seeing across the industry, but we still want to welcome them with open arms, because we never know when their casual selling is going to turn into a bigger opportunity for them. So definitely seeing a trend around that. And along with that, more and more people really excited about creating a personal brand or an umbrella brand where they're really aligning all of their social content and their messaging with them as a person, not always directly aligned with the company or the company's branding, and really giving them the opportunity to share your your business, share your products as one of the many things that they're sharing to their followers. And I think this is really around the rise of micro influencers that are out there that are well respected in their community, have a little bit of a following. I'm not talking thousands or tens of thousands, but they have people that are following them and they're interested in their recommendations and they're taking those recommendations and they're making purchases. So keeping things simple enough is an absolute key to success right now. We don't want to overcomplicate it. We don't want to throw so much training at it. We don't want them to feel like, oh, I just moved over to the dark side and this person's trying to convince me that I need to be doing all these things with the team. Really play it cool, right? Give them what they need to be successful and allow the process to happen, right? They're going to see the success. They're going to want more from the opportunity the more they get involved. And at the bare minimum, we want to keep them shopping, right? Even if they are more personal users, hobbyists, just there for their own consumption, for their family or a couple close friends, we want to keep them shopping and really hitting those minimums to stay active. Because again, we want to keep that door open for the possibility for them to be doing more. All right, our fourth emerging trend that I'm excited to share with you is something that we have been doing a lot of over the last couple of months. We launched a live digital marketing champ course. So many of our community members are looking for an opportunity to really kind of flex their muscle and build more skills in the realm of digital marketing. They know that's the future of their direct sales business, and they're excited about learning more about digital marketing and how that's going to apply to their particular brand that they're building. So in this course, we covered everything from personal brand to target audience to text marketing to email marketing to leveraging websites and landing pages. It truly has been a very, very comprehensive course, rounding it all out with content strategy and social selling. So kind of pulling everything in together and how these systems can really work for your business in the background so you can focus on building the relationships on the front end. So it's been a ton of fun. It was a 6-week live course that I've had the opportunity to teach. And every week we're getting together for an hour. There's questions, there's answers, there's accountability, and there's homework. And so that homework has been a big piece of, hey, think about what the next step is for you on your website. Maybe it's just buying a domain name, or maybe it's adding your first blog post or creating a landing page or a freebie or an opt-in. So the progress that has been made during the course of these 6 weeks has been tremendous. In fact, I've loved teaching this live so much. And I know that this is such a theme and it's emerging and more people are looking to build digital marketing skills. I think this is going to become a thing. We might launch another cohort of the digital marketing course here in a couple of months for those that want to run through the course live. There's just a lot of moving pieces and it really creates that accountability to get it done when it's one of those things that maybe you've had on your to-do list for a long time but haven't had a chance to come back to. So really loving this kind of big picture view of the business to think about how to tap into more of these digital marketing skills to better serve your customers, to streamline your business and get some things working for you. So not only do you have a successful, profitable business, but you can also go out and enjoy life and not worry about the next thing that you have to do in your business because you have these systems working for you on the back end. So that has been an absolute treat and it's been so fun seeing the progress our students have made. We might even have to have a standalone episode just talking about those big strides that many have made in really stepping into the digital marketing space. All right, last but not least, trend number 5 is that we're just seeing a lot more collaboration across the industry. And this is another one that just fills my cup. I have built so much of my business on collaboration and building relationships. And I really feel like that's the core of what direct sales is all about. So it's been really fun to see how collaboration is becoming a bigger part of the direct sales sales space. So for a long time, we talked a lot about parties and having a host. And really, that's a collaboration, right? You're partnering up with somebody else. That person is sharing more about your business, your products with their friends, family, followers. So in many ways, parties in itself are a collaboration, but we're also seeing a little bit of a trend away from parties. That's not to say people are not doing parties, because they absolutely are, but we're having to put a little bit of a new spin on it. We're calling it a workshop, or we're calling it an event, or we have some kind of theme to go along with these events that are happening. Some people are sticking with online. Some are taking it back old school and doing more in-person events because they know that's a sure thing, and they're going to have some great sales and great connections built at those in-person events. So as we're thinking about collaboration, my challenge to you is to think about who in your network you would love to collaborate with. And when you're thinking about a successful collaboration, you want to think about those people that share a similar audience as you. And you want to make it a win-win, where you're going to get in front of their audience and share more about what you're doing, and then they're going to get in front of your audience and share more about what they have to offer. So this works really well in an Instagram live to go together and kind of cross those audiences together. Maybe it's making a reel together and having that collab feature turned on where it shows up on both of your profiles. You can do that both on Instagram and on Facebook. Maybe it's a group takeover. Maybe somebody's headed out on an incentive trip or headed to a leadership conference, and you take over in their group for a couple of days. Then they return the favor for you a couple of days later when you're on your way somewhere. We've definitely seen lots and lots of multi-vendor events happening online. That's in the collaboration space. But I think we're going to see more and more of that here in 2024. Again, not that parties are going away, but we're definitely seeing a trend more towards something that might look a little bit different. I think collaborations are a great way to experiment with something a little bit different and still work to build your audience. Because the bottom line is, if you're not doing parties, you have to have another way to go find new customers. And for many, that's been an awakening here in 2024. Hey, I'm having a really hard time filling my calendar. Okay, that's fine. What else are you leaning into? Is it social selling? Is it digital marketing strategies? Is it collaborations? Is it a referral program? So there are a million different ways to build a successful business without doing parties. But for those of you that might feel new and that might feel different, so collaborations is a great way to just kind of dip your toe into a little bit different approach to get in front of new audiences. It's going to help you get your elevator speech down, kind of get a pitch down, understand how you can offer the most value, and how you can take maybe a group live and take it down to those individual conversations to really serve people better in the DMs like we talked about earlier. So with that said, as you're getting out there and you're building your business this February, 5 emerging trends to think about: a bit more public posting on social, more permission-based marketing in the DMs, more casual selling among your team and serving those casual sellers based on where they're at, showing up outside of social media, leveraging digital marketing tools like email, text, website, blog, and then last but not least, leveraging more collaboration in your business. So I'd love to hear from you. I want to know which one of these 5 themes really stuck out to you. What are those things that you're going to do as a result of listening to today's episode? Send me a DM over on Instagram at Modern Direct Seller. I would absolutely love to hear from you. And of course, if you loved this episode, share it with your team, share it with your biz bestie, tag me on social. We are sharing reviews and shouting them out live on the podcast this year and would absolutely love your review. Thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to seeing you back here next week. All right, take care, my friends. This episode has been sponsored by the Modern Direct Seller Academy. The Modern Direct Seller Academy includes sales strategy, community, and coaching. Everything you need to grow your sales this holiday season. If you're looking for real-time coaching, support, and community-focused learning this is for you. Check it out over at moderndirectselleracademy.com. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Modern Direct Seller Podcast. For more sales tips, strategy, and systems for your direct sales business, visit your one-stop shop, moderndirectseller.com. Until next time, get out there and go rock your biz.